Hello, everyone. I'm Frankenberry, and welcome back to the Con Edison Scholastic. Hold on, let me start that again. I'm a professional. Bear with me. Hello, everyone. I'm Frankenberry, and welcome back to the Con Edison Scholastic Athlete of the Week on Game Day One, where local student athletes are recognized on a weekly basis for their excellence in their respective sports, but also in the classroom and in their contributions to their school and community. And welcome to our latest winner, senior two-sport star in lacrosse and field hockey, and currently in her field hockey season at Rye High School, Beau Whaling. Hi, Beau. How are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
I am good, thank you. And I see here on our Zoom call, Coach Val Perkins doing some little clapping in the
Oh,
background
yeah.
at
Well, good
your
for her.
name.
Yeah.
So we have Coach Val Perkins with us, and Coach Beau told me that it's actually Val Perkins, what Montano now is that?
Montana. I got married over the summer, so transitioning, but
Okay, well there you go. Congratulations, getting used to a hyphen at least on Facebook, right?
yeah, yeah,
Okay,
exactly.
so people can still find you.
Right,
Right,
right.
right. So, as to the writing of this nomination letter that it was that had you be chosen here, Beau. Now that took us up to the 29th. And at that particular point, you had 12 goals, you had 8 assists, a couple of 2 goal, 1 assist games. You had 3 wins in the week leading up to the 29th, and at that point, you had only lost 1 game. And that was to Mamaroneck. So a couple of weeks later now, or so, where do you all stand in your field hockey season?
Yeah,
Oh,
we're
We've been doing oh sorry.
no,
no,
yeah, go.
not you, Bo. Go ahead.
We've been doing really well. We've only had one other loss on Wednesday to Horace Greeley, but we won all the rest of the games. I think we're 9-1 right now, or 9-2.
Oh, very
Yeah.
nice. Very nicely done. So tell me then, comparing this to last season, where did you all finish last season? So I'm curious as to what the expectations are now.
Last season we lost in the I think quarterfinals to Lakeland, so we didn't make it to the section championship, but a few weeks ago we just beat Lakeland in our normal season, which we haven't done at Rye in over 20 years, I don't think, if
Oh,
not
wow.
more. Yeah, so we definitely have very high expectations, and there's a lot of seniors on our team. There's 11 of us, which is a crazy amount for field hockey, so we want to extend the season as long as possible because this is our last time playing together.
And also, like you said, a crazy number being 11 seniors.
Yeah.
This is the year. This is
Yeah.
this is the one that has been foretold for you all at Rise. So good luck to you there. And
Thank you.
now I see in field hockey you've been all league every year. You've been all section, all state, leading scorer a number of times. And there is also lacrosse for you as well. All section, all league, leader in assists, all state, third team. You've been on Lacrosse Magazine's 2025 National Watch List, and a bunch of other stuff too there. That just, it's kind of like a laundry list of accolades there for you. And but lacrosse is where you are going to continue, and you are committed to play at Duke.
Yes.
Oh, that's huge. So
Thank you.
my question is, and a lot of the winners of this award have some fantastic schools, and well, they all do have some fantastic schools that they are heading to. So I'm going to assume that Duke was not the only school that came knocking on Beau's door. So what was that process like? It had to be a little crazy.
It was definitely crazy. For lacrosse, it's the window opens September 1st of your junior year, so I was very busy with field hockey too, and I couldn't miss any practices. So, it's just definitely a lot to balance dealing with like all the recruiting, but I mean, it's just lucky to get that. Um, but I just felt like I knew it. I really wanted to go to Duke, so I was so lucky to get that offer. So it just felt right to me. It was a pretty easy decision.
Okay, so now it's an easy decision, though. But with some of the other schools that I'm sure were involved, what more to it made you say yes to Duke?
I just loved their balance of academics and athletics and the intensity in the ACC. I think they did really well this year and that they have a really good chance of even going to the national championship, which is was super cool to think about, like having the chance to play in the national championship. And I've visited a few times over the years, been to a few camps, and I just love North Carolina. I love their campus, and you can really get a sense of the community there and the camaraderie and the culture.
Okay. All right. Well, there you go. I mean, that's the whole package for you. So, and I'm sure you're definitely looking forward to it. Though, of course, there's still plenty more with your senior year, and you've still got your lacrosse season still to come. Correct?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Okay. Because that's in the spring. So it's field hockey right now, though. That is the concentration. But now your accomplishments, and I did say, earlier, like this laundry list of accolades for Beau over the years, but that has earned you captainships, which is understood in both of your sports. So talk to me about being a captain. Now, look, obviously you walk the walk, you play the play, whatever you want to say. But what about is there any pressure there to being the captain, especially last year when you folks were heading off into the playoffs and looking pretty good?
Um, I mean, there definitely is a little bit of pressure, but when you have girls supporting you on the team and like the best team ever, the best group of people that feel like a family, it just it just feels right. Like to be able to be considered a leadership role when everyone on the team is such good leaders and there for each other all the time. It's not hard. It just it just comes naturally. And my favorite thing about being a leader and on the right field hockey program was being able to read the Hold the Rope poem that we do every single year at the kickoff dinner, which basically encompasses this idea that you're holding a rope for your teammates. If someone's falling off the cliff, you're holding that rope no matter how much it's burning your hands. And I think this year we've definitely implemented it the most. And just you can hear it when we're on the field, when we're yelling HTR, meaning hold the rope, like in the tough games. And I think just everyone around you is doing that for each other.
And that's absolutely fantastic. And to have that kind of rallying cry there on the field is wonderful. Though I'm sure there's some in the crowd, kind of looking at each other, going, "What the hell are they talking about?"
Yeah.
I don't know. They're playing well, though. They're playing well. Just leave it be. Just leave it be. But that's great, though. It really is, and that's like you said, that is certainly a sense of family, and that is what teams are supposed to be about. And now, what about some of the lessons that you learned from the captains when you were younger? What do you find yourself these days? Kind of like, we all say to ourselves, "Oh my God, I'm turning into my mother or my father." Is there anything from those captains of the past of yours that you find yourself imparting on these younger players now?
Definitely. I mean, I've learned so much from I got to watch my sister be a captain, I think, for 3 different seasons or maybe 4. And I mean, she taught me so much from going home and watching what she did in her off time to be able to be such a good leader for on the field and at practice and just watching all the older people when I was younger. I think they all made me feel like such a part of the team. And for both of Rye field hockey and Rye lacrosse, it's such a special community where like no one's ever mad at each other. No one ever blames each other for anything on the field. It's you're just working together all the time. And no matter if you're the freshman, if you're like new to the team, new to the program, um, everyone makes you feel so at home and you feel so welcome no matter what.
Oh, and that's great. And I'm sure that's hugely important for some of those younger players too. To not feel like the younger player, but just to
Mhm.
feel like a part of the team, a part of the whole. That's fantastic. So Coach, now you've been coaching Beau here. Talk to me about the coaching of Beau.
I mean, I came in and was hired as the coach late in June. So these girls weren't sure going into the fall who their coach for their senior season was going to be. But as soon as they knew that it was me and we were able to connect, we just started to build that relationship, that communication right from the start. I got to watch them play over the summer, but Beau was always such a leader, reaching out, making sure that girls were going to be showing up to the summer league games and just helping me as well get acclimated so that I can blend my coaching style to their program and do the best job that I can do for them and finish out their season strong, their career strong.
Well, obviously, whatever it is you're doing, Coach, keep doing it. All right, because the team's sitting at like
We're going to
nine.
try for
You're
sure.
yeah, you're 9-1 or something right now. So you're doing well. You're doing well. Fantastic job. I'm Frankenberry, and you've got the Con Edison Scholastic Athlete of the Week on Game Day One. I'm speaking with senior two-sport star at Rye High School, Beau Whaling. Now, Beau, with this award comes the academic side of things and some of the other things you do outside the classroom. Now, academically, you're in pretty good shape there. I would say like a 95 average or so is pretty good. And you've got yourself 4 AP courses, a couple of honors classes, and you've got a forensics course too, by the way. And that's and I find it funny. A lot of the winners of this award have that as an extra class, that forensics class, and I'm not quite sure. If I should be concerned about that or not, but what was it that drew you to taking that forensics course?
I'm actually in that class right now, but um, my both my siblings took it and they loved it. The teacher is very enthusiastic and makes the class so fun, and you get to learn about all the behind the scenes behind crimes, like how the Fourth Amendment applies to everything, and it's so interesting to hear all of these cases and just to learn like the behind the scenes of how detectives and police figure out who like convicted homicide or how they figure everything out. It's crazy.
And
It's just
plus,
super interesting. Yeah.
yeah, and plus it gives you the opportunity to pick apart television shows.
Yeah.
You
It's
know,
called the CSI effect. The television shows are actually like not as correct, but
I
yeah.
was, or at least that is the measure of a half decent one. If you can be done with it and say, yeah, that was close.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one was all right. So now, of all your classes, though, what is it that strikes your fancy? What is it that you might be thinking about when you head off to Duke?
Last year I was able to take AP psychology, which I absolutely loved learning about like the human brain and how it like controls you and how everything is like all the extra like I would love to be a therapist or a psychologist at some point in my life. So I think I'm going to major in psychology next year, hopefully.
Okay, all right. Now, besides forensics, is there any other class that you've taken recently that you didn't expect to like as much as you have?
I'm taking rhetoric, which is pretty much speech and debate, and I knew I was going to like it, but it's so fun going up and practicing your public speaking, and I think it's really helpful for when you join the workforce and have to talk publicly in front of a large group of people. It's so much fun.
Okay, well, I mean, it's only in front of a couple of folks right now, and
Yeah.
one of them's named Frankenberry, and he doesn't really count. But you're doing pretty well, so I
Thank you.
think fine job. The class is working for you, and
Thank you.
I also see you're in the National Honor Society, and you're also a Building Bridges volunteer for students with disabilities. Now that has to be pretty rewarding.
Yes, definitely. I was I joined the club my freshman year and my sophomore year, and there were a bunch of meetings in the fall which we attended, and it's just, I mean, like the best kids ever. So being able to talk to them and sit with them at lunch is it's just so fun, and like I mean, they're really like the nicest kids ever. I love being able to get to know them.
And also, it's so important too for everybody to feel included. Because I
Yeah,
mean,
definitely.
especially for them who might feel like that people are looking at them differently, and when other folks don't and they make them part of the gang, well, that's huge. So good for you, and good for you, for everybody else that's doing such. And I also see too that speaking of some of the younger students, that you actively coach some of the youth. Now, I'm sure once you learned that first lesson of how to wrangle them all together, like some sort of cowgirl, and getting them, but wrangling cats, I'm sure. But what's that like? That's got to be fun, being able to help the kids.
Yes, it's very fun. Each Sunday, the lacrosse program, everyone from it comes and coaches the Rye youth children, and there's a lot of them. Especially, I think there's like 40 girls in the group I'm in, so it's definitely crazy getting everyone to listen. I think they're third graders and second graders, so definitely not the longest attention spans. But I mean, it's just so fun to be able to coach them and to realize that they're going to grow up and like take the roles that we're in right now.
Okay, and I can see when you get home too, and the family's looking at you and they say, "Oh, you've got that third grader look about you. Are you okay? Do you need a pillow?" And I have to know, when I first saw your name, the first thought I had was, that is a cool actress name.
Thank
Kind of
you.
like some names you see, like if I see the name Scooter, I just know that dude plays baseball. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I saw, and then I see in your nomination letter that you also take acting classes. So that seemed appropriate for me with the name. So I'll bet that's kind of fun. Is that something that you might consider just as an offshoot?
I mean, definitely. I took 3 years of acting. Me and one of my best friends did, and I don't do theater outside of school. I mean, it doesn't really fit in my schedule, but I absolutely loved it. It was so fun to get up on the stage and like kind of take a different path. Like, I mean, my family just like has never done anything like acting, so it was so fun to get up and just learn from scratch how to do monologues and partner scenes, and it just I loved it. I hope I can take it in college too.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Well, you continue with that. And so, Coach, let me turn to you. Actually, one more question, and you might have already answered it there, Beau. But with the fact that you are so incredibly busy, what is it that you do to give yourself a little bit of a break? I mean, is there any particular hobby that you have, or something that you just say, "Hey, man, I need to step back for a sec and reset"?
Um, I loved acting. I didn't offer it this year, so not as much this year, but I've been learning to play the guitar. My brother's in a band, so he's been teaching me, and it's just so relaxing. I mean, like just getting home and not having to deal with like the stress of homework yet and just needing a break. It's and not I mean, it's so distracting with phones and computers and TVs, but to stepping back and just being like with the guitar is so nice.
And that's great. And my I share a house with my sister and my nephew, and my sister plays guitar as well. And that is one of the things that she will tell me the same is that she just loves to sit and practice her guitar just as the escape from the world and all the other stuff involved in it. So that's you branching out and trying to save your sanity. So good for you. Now, Coach, before we close up shop here, talk to me a little bit more about Beau and this first year coaching her.
Yeah, it's just been such a pleasure and truly an honor just to see her step up and be able to come up big in, for example, our big Lakeland game. She had the game winning goal in such a competitive nature game. And, that's something that a coach always loves to see. And it was just nice that it happened to be her because she works so hard and will step up and do whatever is asked of her. And she just has the pulse of the team on her mind. And yeah, it's just been a pleasure to coach her this year.
Oh, well, there you go. And Beau, this is the part where it's okay that you blush, by the way. Nobody can see this part. So, well, actually, this is on video now, so they can see if you're blushing. But don't worry about it. So, well, there you go, Beau. Very nicely done, by the way. I didn't know you had the game-winning goal there against the arch nemesis of Lakeland. So
Thank you.
that's. And speaking of movies, that's like movie stuff, right? So.
Main
All right. Well, listen, Beau, Coach, good luck to you and the team on the rest of the season. Beau, good luck to you as well when it comes to eventually lacrosse and then making your way to Duke. Congratulations there. And for Rye High School's Beau Whaling, I'm Frankenberry, and this has been the Con Edison Scholastic Athlete of the Week. And we'll be back next week right here on Game Day One.